Hey mama, welcome to Your Purpose Pop-In. I'm Danielle, and this is your bite-sized boost to reset your mindset, release the chaos, and step back into your day with purpose and peace. Over the next few minutes, we'll get refocused, refreshed, and realigned. So let's get to it. Okay, mamas, today we are going to talk about what you might be avoiding. And you may not even know that you're avoiding something, but if you listened last week, then you know we talked all about feeling lost in motherhood and maybe holding on to an old version of yourself that no longer serves you and how to really step out of that. I talked about 3 ways that you can leave that old you behind and really step into this new version of yourself that will really lead to fulfillment and your happiness and what that might look like. And I started to think about what it was. And we touched on this a little bit at the end of the episode, just about avoiding things that we might be avoiding. I know I was avoiding a lot of things, and I started to think I really need to do an entire episode on what avoiding looks like and what you might be doing that might lead to or cause this unhappiness, this overwhelm, this feeling that you might be sitting there feeling and you're not sure how to get rid of it, right? And so I want to start us off with a quote. This one is from Brendon Burchard that says, "Avoidance is the best short-term strategy to escape conflict and the best long-term strategy to ensure suffering." Avoidance is the best short-term strategy to escape conflict, but it's also the best long-term strategy to ensure suffering, y'all. This is so true because when we avoid something, yes, we might be putting it off. So we're not having to feel the discomfort or the, whatever we're avoiding. We don't have to go through the pain or discomfort of experiencing that now. However, we are also prolonging or drawing out or ensuring that we are going to have suffering later when we know we're going to have to deal with that. Or we're going to have to deal with the fact that we didn't deal with it, right? There are so many different examples of how this is true in life. And I can think of so many times I started to literally look back and think of all of the things that I was avoiding when I was in this place. And I was just going to list them for you, but I was like, oh my gosh, I am going to have to do an entire episode on what that looks like or what we might be avoiding. And so I wanted to pose this question to you today for you to think about over the next couple of days, which is, what are you avoiding? What do you think that you're avoiding, right? You need to sit with that question for the next couple of days. And then on Thursday, we're going to dive into all of these things that you might be avoiding. I know that I was. I'm just going to quickly list some of the things that I was avoiding here, just so you're aware, and maybe that will trigger something in you that you might be avoiding. So I was avoiding planning. I was avoiding starting something new. I was avoiding setting boundaries. I was avoiding cleaning. I definitely was avoiding cleaning. I still avoid cleaning, y'all. I have a membership in the Declutter Hub and I still avoid cleaning. I do this to this day. I was avoiding slowing down. I was avoiding telling someone how I was truly feeling. And I was avoiding telling people what I was feeling, right? Or what I wanted to do. Or, these are all things that I was avoiding doing that were causing me added stress, added overwhelm, added discontent, added suffering, right? And avoiding these things in the short term, it was like me escaping from having to deal with them. But in the long term, it was really ensuring my suffering, right? Like me avoiding planning was super detrimental. I was not just avoiding planning. I was avoiding the fact that I needed to plan, right? Like I thought planning was counterintuitive and thought it was something that I could never do because that wasn't wasn't the kind of person that I was. I could not have a plan. Like that just wasn't me. And it's so untrue. And that could be you. So on Thursday, I'm going to go and dive a little bit deeper into the ways I was avoiding these things, but also maybe like the reasons behind them, because I find that the reasons behind them are truly what is driving. Like it's not necessarily the thing that you're avoiding, it's the reason behind it, and then how to move through that and how to get through that and what to do and what that might look like. So I would love for you to ponder this question over the next couple of days. Just sit with it and think about what you might be avoiding. Is it one of these things or is it something else, right? And then once you have that list on Thursday, we're going to take it and we're going to kind of dig into it, and we're going to figure out what you can do or what things maybe you'll decide to face after we talk about them so that you're no longer avoiding, because you are just prolonging that suffering, right? You're ensuring it later. It will come. And we all know that all of our decisions, like, and all of the choices that we make, right, they have consequences. Like, I know we tell our kids this and things like that, but sometimes we don't even recognize what we're avoiding. And so when you really take a minute and try to think about it, I think you will come up with something that you're avoiding. And hopefully you don't come up with 7 things like I did. I was like, I could tell that I was easily avoiding all of these things, right? But chances are you are going to come up with more than one. And I don't want you to feel bad about that. And in order for us to really embrace that new version of ourselves, we are going to need to face some of those things that we've been trying to avoid in order to be able to step into that new version of ourselves. Okay. And that's so important. So I can't wait to talk to you more about this on Thursday. But until then, go to prioritizewithpurpose.com, prioritizewithpurpose.com. Y'all, I decided that I was extending this sale a little bit longer because I'm on vacation right now. So if you're listening to this, I recorded this in May, but it's now June, and I am on vacation celebrating my anniversary, and I wanted to go ahead and not take this down early. I decided to extend it late until I get back, okay? So this sale will be running. You can get the $20 off one call or the 3-pack deal, which I always just offer one call, but I have a 3-pack available right now for $97. Go and grab it at prioritizewithpurpose.com, and I will see you right back here on Thursday. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, Mama. If so, please leave a review on Apple Podcasts and then hit share and send this to a mom who needs this in her day. I'll meet you right here on Thursday. Keep smiling, y'all.